Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Hodge. This video is brought to you by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, it does not have to be even wrestling related, use code Hodge on SeatGeek and save yourselves $20 freaking. Alright guys, so this is actually going to be the final video before I take off for Nashville, Tennessee. If you guys don't know, I'm going to the next Raw, which is actually the Draft Raw, which is really, really cool. Because I've actually never been to a draft episode of either one of the shows. So anyway, guys, we're going to kick this off with the first news story, which is actually about Monday Night Raw. So, of course, you know, the king of vlogs, Brandon Hodge, that's me. I will be in Nashville, Tennessee doing the vlog for Raw. So there's going to be a Raw vlog, so like, look out for that. But anyway, this one's actually going to be about Goldberg. So Goldberg is planned to be on this Nashville episode of Monday Night Raw for some reason. Apparently, he's still looking for Bobby Lashley, even though Lashley's not the WWE champion anymore. He's still looking for the guy. He's looking for the guy. He's looking to beat the guy's ass, and that's what he's trying to do on Monday, I guess. So we're gonna see where this goes. So I guess going into Crown Jewel, they're still gonna have the Goldberg versus Lashley match. I guess they were scheduled to have. Only it's not going to be for the championship, I don't guess. But then again, I don't know what Big E, the champion, is going to be doing for Crown Jewel. If he even is going to be going over to Saudi Arabia, I don't know. I know some wrestlers refuse to go over there, and WWE have to accept that and work with them on that. And then some other wrestlers who are open to going over to Saudi Arabia. And of course, there was just rumors like a little while ago, last time they went or whatever. They had a little bit of issues getting out, and I know maybe some wrestlers are scared to go back over there. And we'll just have to wait and see who's going to go and who's going to refuse to go. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Who's gonna openly be like, yeah, I'll go to Saudi Arabia, and who's going to be like, no, I'm not going back to Saudi Arabia, sorry. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to yay or nay, and I have a feeling it may have to do with their place in the company and if they're on like Vince's private jet or not. So we'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be interesting nonetheless. I'm kind of excited to see that. All right, the next news story, guys, this is actually the final news story before we jump into this rumor. So this is about a brand new WWE movie. Oh, wonderful WWE movie. Oh, what is it? It's actually a Netflix movie. So apparently Netflix, I guess, has some kind of part in production of this thing. And that basically, if it's called the Escape the Undertaker movie. I talked about this a little bit a while ago. It's actually going to be releasing this week, and that's the update to this. So Escape the Undertaker movie, it's like a little horror movie or whatever, but it's not like super scary or whatever. I guess it's more like I don't know, it's more on the level with WWE. They're not going to go over the top, like, it's made so kids can enjoy it too, I guess. But this one is not, it's interesting, because it's not like a regular movie that you just sit and watch. It's not more of an interactive kind of thing, so it's kind of bordering that line of movie versus like a video game or whatever. You just make the decisions on what the characters do inside of the movie, which is kind of where you're controlling the movie, which is kind of like, you know, a video game. But anyway, basically, it's interesting. It looks very, very bad, but it also looks very, very good. So I'm kind of on the fence if I like it or not. But to say the least, I am excited to see this. So maybe they did do a good job. I don't know. Of course, we just saw the preview, the trailer. We don't actually know what the movie's like, so I can't really crap on it just yet. But it's going to be The Undertaker is the villain in it, and I guess the New Day are in it, and they're trying to escape The Undertaker. So it's interesting. You can kind of make the decisions on the screen on what each member of the New Day do, and you can kind of control the movie and change the outcome of the movie, I guess. Or maybe it's the same outcome, just different storyline or whatever. So it's going to be interesting. I haven't really seen too many movies do this. It's something like new and fresh, so I'm excited to actually do this and see how it's going to be like. Maybe I'll do a video of me reacting to the movie or whatever. But yeah, the Escape the Undertaker movie is actually coming out this Tuesday. So literally only a few days away, October 5th, it'll be on Netflix. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's all the confirmed news stories I had to talk to you guys about today. But don't you dare go anywhere, guys. Go ahead and get your juice boxes out, get your juice boxes ready, because it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. So the first rumor is going to be about Adam Cole, baby. So Adam Cole was offered quite a large WWE contract, as the rumors were saying. And they were actually wanting to bring him up to the main roster from NXT. Of course, Adam Cole decided not to do that. Adam Cole is currently riding pretty happy in All Elite Wrestling in AEW, so he's no longer with the WWE. He's now with a rival wrestling company or whatever. But basically, they threw a lot of crazy ideas out of the guy. One of them was like he was going to be a manager or whatever. But this one has to be probably the craziest one, where I would have just been like, Vince, you know what, just screw yourself. I don't want to hear it. Because basically, this one is saying that WWE pitched the idea to Adam Cole, that Adam Cole, you should shave your head. What? You would shave his head? The dude has wonderful, beautiful hair. You just want him to shave it off. Yeah, shave it off. We'll give you a brand new look, and we'll bring you up to the main roster. And I was like, sounds kind of like horrible. Yeah, that sounds absolutely like horrible. So yeah, Adam Cole didn't go for that, obviously. I'm sure they threw a lot of different ideas at him. He didn't like any of them, but apparently that was one of them. They wanted him to shave his freaking head for some reason. I don't know why Very, very stupid. All right, the next rumor is about a former WWE wrestler that they just recently fired, recently released, which is still kind of shocking to me. It's Bray Wyatt, formerly known as The Fiend. He's no longer with the WWE, which is really crazy, because every time I film, like, I'm looking at my Fiend mask. My Fiend mask is right there on my shelf. And I'm looking at the thing and being like, that guy's really not with the WWE anymore. Like, what in the hell is this company? Are they trying to fail? Like, what in the hell is going on? Basically, Bray Wyatt, there's been a lot of rumors about where the guy's showing up next. Is he going to AEW or wherever? Well, this rumor's actually saying, no, he's not going to AEW. That's why he wasn't at the New York City show or the Rochester show, whatever, wherever he was supposed to be debuting. He didn't show up. Maybe because he's not going to AEW. Maybe he's going to Impact Wrestling. Maybe he's going to TNA. That's what this rumor's saying. Bray Wyatt's actually going to TNA. And that's really, really horrible. The guy's such a high caliber star. He doesn't belong in like a crappy company like that. And I'll sit here and say that because yeah, it's a crappy company. They have failed time and time again. They can never. They can't stay a consistent product. Like it's just crap. I mean, a lot of people went there and tried to make it better, and they realized like this ship is sinking. We're either going to stay here and sink with the thing and ruin our careers, or we're going to leave and go to a better wrestling company where we're actually going to get noticed and actually make some money and make a living. So basically, if they even have the money to pay Bray is a question. They've had a lot of financial issues. I know now they're doing a lot better, and it's actually more of a decent show now than it used to be or whatever. Just if Bray shows up, of course, I'm going to start watching. I'm sure a lot of people like me will start watching TNA Impact Wrestling when he does show up, but hopefully they just do something better than what WWE could do. And obviously he can't do the Fiend gimmick anymore, and I'm sure whatever he does will be entirely on Bray's shoulders about how great it is. It's not going to be on Impact Creative or whatever, but we'll just have to wait and see. Personally, I'd love to see Bray in AEW, but at the same time, I realize like not every former WWE star can go to AEW because there's just only so much space before we get into the territory like it was in WWE, where there's just too much talent and not enough TV time. All right, the next rumor is about Charlotte Flair. So apparently Charlotte Flair was drafted to SmackDown. Well, we know that. It's not apparent. Like, we know Charlotte Flair was drafted to SmackDown, but apparently she is staying on SmackDown. She's not getting drafted back to Raw, which is weird considering she's the Raw Women's Champion. Very weird. But basically, Charlotte Flair, Raw Champion on SmackDown, something's going to have to change. They're going to have to switch titles or something. But basically, Charlotte Flair was requested by Fox Network themselves, which is, you know, the where SmackDown is aired here in the United States. It's aired on Fox. So Fox themselves requested that, so it's not being changed. They're going to have to keep Charlotte Flair on SmackDown, but they can't keep her as the Raw Champion on SmackDown because that just doesn't make any freaking sense. The next rumor is also about the WWE Draft, not about like specifics or whatever, just basically the WWE Draft is very, very protected this year. They're not letting information out there like they have in previous years where it got leaked all over the internet, who's going where. They're not ruining it. They're not even telling actually the wrestlers until like a few hours before the show that they're getting drafted to a certain show. So it's being kept very, very secret who's going where, which creates a bigger buzz, a bigger excitement around the whole thing. And I'm actually going to be there, as I've said already, on Monday for the second part of the draft, which is very exciting. I'm very excited to see it. And normally at the draft, I'm just like, ugh, whatever, same crap, different day. But I don't know, this year, I'm really excited for it for some reason. I'm pumped to be there for the draft episode of Monday Night Raw. I just am freaking excited. Alright, and ladies and gentlemen, this is the final news story, this is the final rumor, this is the final thing we'll be talking about inside this episode of WWE News and Rumors. This one is about the Beast incarnate, Mr. Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar is a free agent. Now, what does that mean? Maybe a little confusing. Is he going to be drafted, like he's free right now, of course, he doesn't really belong to a brand, but on Raw, is he going to be getting drafted to a brand or whatever? The answer to that is pretty much, it looks like not. He's a free agent, and he's going to stay a free agent. He's actually exempt from the draft. And the only reason I can think this is ratings, because he can be on Raw and SmackDown both, and he can flip-flop, and if he wants to do a different feud, he can feud with someone on Raw, he can feud with someone on SmackDown. Just kind of keep the guy, you know, not sticking on one brand, just so both TV networks can be happy and have, you know, pretty much one of the biggest stars they have. So, I mean, that's what they've decided to do. Now, this obviously could change. It could all change. He could be drafted on Raw, but as of right now, that's the plan, I believe. It's going to have Brock be a free agent for, like, indefinitely and do what he wants to do when he wants to do. So he could be on Raw, wrestle the Raw champion. He could be on SmackDown, wrestle the SmackDown champion. Who knows? Brock can do whatever Brock wants to do because he's, you know, Brock Lesnar. So there you guys said, that's actually going to do it for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember guys, your king of vlog style is back, and I'm going to be doing all kinds of vlogs this month, starting with Raw, Monday Night Raw, the draft episode, literally this Monday, day after tomorrow, or I guess it's tomorrow for you guys. I'm actually pre-filming this because at the time you guys are watching this video, I'm actually already in Nashville, so it's really, really cool. So stay updated to my social media like Twitter and Instagram, stuff like that. I might do a live stream, all kinds of fun stuff, but yeah guys. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And right now on the screen, I'm actually going to leave a link to 2 previous videos for you guys to check out, as well as a button to subscribe to this channel if you guys happen to be brand new here. But I am Brandon Hodge, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video, which I'm sure will be a vlog.